Okay, welcome to JC Connect. In the previous class, we were discussing about the um, the tendering form. The tendering form is printed in the standard form of contract, giving standard conditions of contract, general rules, and directions of the guidance of the contract. There is also an memorandum for giving the general description of the work. So then, what will be the estimated cost, earnest money, and the security deposit, and the time limit in months. So when you are going to complete it, when you have to start it, okay, um, where exactly the location, okay, all the things it will be there in this tender form. Okay, then column for the signature of the contract before submission of this tender, then signature of the witness to the contractor's signature and signature of the officer by whom accepted. Okay, then the price of the tender form is given in the form also. Okay, so these are all the things will be there in the tender form. So then, which are the tender documents? See, in the tender documents, it is actually the approved by the government department. Okay, it is the schedule of the quantities. Okay, that will be mentioned, and the specification as for the DPR. Okay, then specifications as for the DPR and the quantities also to be highlighted. Okay, then some of the tools and plants supplied by the departments. Normally, what will happen is that sometimes the facilities will be given by the departments. Okay, because some of the small contractors, they're not able to um, procure some of the things. Okay, so that will be given in the rental basis. Okay, so that is definitely it is going to help in the completion of the overall project. Okay, then complete specification of work that will be given, then the in detail drawings, whatever the detailed drawings will be there for the execution of the work, that will be provided. So you can say overall, the one copy of the DPR will be provided. One copy of DPR will be provided, remember. Okay, then very important, all the documents are signed by the contractor page by page, and the forwarding letterhead of the contractor with the blank. Okay, or I put it in a closed cover. So always they will keep it one blank letterhead, so that they can, and it has to be signed. Okay, whatever they want, the government officials, they can write it. It is like a blank check. It's like a blank check. Okay, then the cover is closed and drop down a tender box within the time limit for the tender. Okay, I already said that the tender has to be opened, okay, in front of the committee, and it has to be signed by the committee also. Once it is opened, and the details whichever quoted by the contractor, that has to be uploaded in the internet, or on website is there for the government, that online software is there they are going to upload it. So automatically it will award the whoever is the lowest one. Okay, so then the name of the work and the name of the contractor mentioned on the cover. So normally these are all the covers once it is opened. Okay, once it is opened, so they have kept it, they have to keep it for the next any audit, or if anything happens from the government departments, that will be kept it for future. Okay, so then information to be given in a tender notice. Okay, so in a tender notice you have to give it in the newspaper. It has to be given in the newspaper. Okay, so there what you have to do is that, so name of the department inviting the tender, that is to be there. Name of the work and location, where exactly what kind of work you are executing, what will be the location. Designation of officer inviting the tender, this is also who is inviting it. Okay, normally it will be okay, or it will be AEE. Normally it will be AEE and above. The last date and time to receive the tender, this will be there. When the last date, that all the things will be mentioned. Then period of availability of tender document, that will be there. Cost of the tender document, so how much security deposit, how much earnest deposit, that has to be given, and time of completion and type of contract. Okay, so when you have to complete it and what type of contract it is. Okay, then this will be there, earnest money deposit to be paid. Then date, time and place of opening the tender, that also be given. Remember this. So I already said that if it is a closed tender or open tender, so when they are going to open in front of the committee given, okay, then designation of the officer opening the tender, that also be given. Then information to be given in a tender document. Okay, this is very important. Remember, this is tender notice and this is tender document. Tender document. Okay, tender document, the notice inviting the tender in the specified form like PWD6, form numbers will be there. Remember, form numbers will be there. Okay, then layout plan and the location of the work, it will be there. So division in which the location is situated. Okay, you have if you see any of the government divisions, so hierarchy will be there. So always it will start with the mm, who is a superintendent engineer. Then so it will be um, like again it is a division. Then executive engineer, which division? Normally these are all SC divisions. So it combines with 4 to 5 districts. 4 to 5 districts. Um, so one division, or sometimes if it is in bigger size, 2 to 3 districts, or sometimes it will be each districts. If it is a bigger, then it will be each district SC office will be there. Okay. Then normally executive engineers divisions, it will be there at each districts. Each districts. Okay. AW offices, we can say it is taluka level. Okay, then section officers means, so this is subdivisions. Normally this we can call it as circle office. Okay, this, we can call it as circle. Okay, not the division. Normally the E office we can call it as the division. Okay, this you can call it as circle office. Circle office in the sense it is almost see 2 to 3 districts, or it is more than 4 to 5 districts, it will be there. Sometimes if it is a bigger districts, in each district it will be there. Okay, then E office it will be division. Office it will be division. AW always it will be a subdivision. Okay, so then the division in which the location is situated. Okay, so what division, what subdivision it is included, and schedule of quantities. Okay, when you have to complete all those things. For example, concreting work, when you have to start, when you have to end. Okay, other form work, how you have to start and how you have to exit. Curing period, when to start, when to end. So all the things it will be there in that scheduling of the quantity of the work. Then this is, remember, the nearest road, railway link, that has to be displayed. Okay, this is very important because for transportation facility. Okay, um, if it, because the material has to come to the site, then how it has to come. Okay, so any nearest road is there, connectivity is there, so how exact to reach that site, that all the things will be given. Normally the map will be provided. Okay, then set of drawings including the working drawings will be provided. Then availability of the materials in the vicinity. Okay, where it will be available. For example, if your site is 30 kilometer from the site, or if it is 200 kilometers from the material available site is, then it's very difficult to execute it. Okay, even based on the material availability, um, the things will be mentioned clearly. So detailed specifications or the references of standard specifications of each work will be mentioned. Okay, then complete architectural and structural drawings. Okay, you can say it is drawing a pack. Normally drawing pack will be provided. Okay, then schedule of tools, plants and other facility to be made available by the owner, indicating the conditions, hire charges and place of delivery. So that will be included. Then rate of supply of power and the point of supply. Okay, because nowadays it may not be any problem, because everywhere you have the um, the lighting facilities will be there. Okay, nearby site you will get it. If that is not available, okay, you have to provide the generator. Okay, whether the generator facility is required or not. Okay, that has to be provided. Then location of the water supply point, most of the time it is required. Okay, then time for completion and the progress to be made at the interval of time. Okay, conditions regarding the employment of technical personnel, weather conditions in the area that is required. Amount of earnest money deposit, EMD it is. Okay, earnest money deposit, earnest money deposit, and the form in which it is to be paid, form in which it is to be paid, that has to be made available. Then the quotation has to be taken. What is this quotation? Quotation for the materials where you are executing it, where you are executing it. For small jobs, the owner or the engineer gives an offer to the contractor for quoting the rates for the work and supply required. Okay, so for this, no EMD is required with a quotation. It is just like a quotation. Okay, for example, if you mention you have to use the cement of 53 grade, or the AC cement if you are using, you have to quote that. I'll give you for the cement, for example, 350 rupees per bag. Okay, somebody will quote 320 with the same quality. So that quotation has to be submitted, and this quotation has also be approved. Remember, okay, has to be approved. Okay, then the earnest money deposit and the security deposits. Okay, I'll explain in the next class. Okay, so here a lot of explanation is required. Okay, and when it has to be given back, and how much it should be there. Okay, what project, how much they will charge it. So that I'll explain to you next class.